Now 4:30 right now, a new Texas Department of Public Safety policy is raising concerns among transgender residents in the state.
It has to do with people changing their sex on their driver's license to align with their gender identity. Victor Jacobo looking into this issue. He has the latest reaction. And Victor, this policy change took some people by surprise.
Yeah, that's right. There was no public notice of this policy change by DPS. It came about because of an email that leaked to the public, but the agency says that the directive came from the office of Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Now, people we spoke with today say this is not only legally questionable, but it throws the lives of thousands of Texans into limbo.
It was just complete euphoria.
Pete Makopoulos Sunflower is a transgender man who also serves as a board chair and volunteer attorney for the Trans Legal Aid Clinic of Texas. He told us going through the process to get the sex marker on his driver's license changed in 2017 to match the gender he identifies with, which required a court order, was long and complicated, but worth it.
The right name and the right gender or sex on it just completely changed everything about my life.
But this week, the Texas Department of Public Safety was directed by the Office of Attorney General to reject court orders for individuals seeking to change their sex in government records, including driver's licenses and birth certificates. A screenshot of the email from DPS was sent to us by the ACLU of Texas. The email also directs the department to collect the information of those seeking to change the sex on their driver's license. DPS said in a statement the AG's office raised concerns over the validity of those court orders and goes on to say the lack of legislative authority and evidentiary standards of the courts to issue these orders resulted in a need for comprehensive legal review.
A good question for folks to be asking is how much taxpayer time and energy and money has Ken Paxton spent attacking transgender Texans?
Advocacy groups like Equality Texas say the issue is more than an inconvenience, but an attack on a vulnerable group.
Having an ID that aligns with who you are, number one, is a basic issue of dignity and respect. But number two, if there's a mismatch on that ID versus other paperwork you may be presenting, it could cause complications for folks.
On top of that, the ACLU of Texas also says there are legal questions.
What DPS is doing is not legal or constitutional. No agency can just ignore a court order. There's also very likely a discrimination case here.
Now there is uncertainty for transgender Texans across the state, and for Pete Makopoulos Sunflower, the latest chapter in restrictions for his community.
It feels like we're being robbed of different rights every day, and this is no different.
Now, the Office of Attorney General Ken Paxton did not return our request for comment. Meanwhile, the ACLU of Texas says it's reviewing all the information around this topic and considering all options, including legal ones, before moving forward. In Houston, Victor Jacobo, KHOU 11 News.
All right, Victor, thank you.